Hi everyone, this is Dr. Ernesto from Attaboycowboy, and in today's video I want to share with you an experience I had with checks from tenants. Now this is a good tip, this will help a lot of landlords. I collect a lot of checks from tenants, and oftentimes I'll walk them into the bank and I'll cash them because I can use a lot of the cash to pay, like handymen and people like that to work on a cash base. But I had this one check, and this has never happened to me before, but the tenant wrote 2405. They input 0.00 after it. And this is not unusual. I signed the back, and in the description they wrote $2,405, okay? I submitted a stack of checks, I talked to the teller. A few months later, I was auditing my bank account, and I noticed that the teller had given me $24.05 instead of $2,405. That's a huge difference. So I thought, okay, no big deal. The teller made a mistake. It wasn't my mistake. I went to the bank, I talked to the bank manager and said, oh yeah, we'll take care of it. They gave me a credit, and then a month or two later, I noticed that they reversed it. They took the money back like 2 weeks later, and they didn't tell me. So I kind of felt tricked. I thought, shoot, they should have sent me a letter or something. They didn't. This was Chase Bank. I walked into the bank again. The bank manager said, yeah, I'll take care of you. They didn't take care of it. I went like 3 times. It took like 2 years. I kept calling the 1-800 number. I kept trying all kinds of stuff. They kept saying they're gonna take care of it. They never did. They finally told me, you know what? We're not gonna do anything. It's outside of our policy. I don't know what they said. They said I had to tell them within 6 months. I don't know where they came up with that, but that's what they came up with. So I was gonna be out all that money. I couldn't go to the tenant because they moved out. And I wrote to them, I texted them, I emailed them. They ignored me. I tried to post it on their credit, and I couldn't because they had already moved out. The credit reporting bureau said, well, you need to go to small claims court. So I had to do that, and that's the only way I was able to post it on their credit, which I did. However, I still wanted my money. They're still ignoring me. So I ended up taking the bank to small claims court. I've taken many banks to small claims court and credit card companies. Don't be afraid, it's very effective. Someone from the bank contacted me, an attorney. And obviously they don't want to waste their time for $2 grand. It's not really worth it. So they told me, hey, we'll settle with you for half. And I thought, I'm not going to settle you for half. That's dirty. It wasn't even my mistake. It was the teller's fault. So I said, okay, we'll give you your money. I said, all right, fine. They gave my money. But I had to actually go to the lengths of filing a case, pay $150 to serve them, to file the case, etc. So word to the wise, when you're going to cash checks from tenants, if they don't put a 0.00 after their check amount, which a lot of people don't, write it in. I write it in now. I put a 0.00. Legally, you're not supposed to alter other people's checks, but that's what I do, and it helps, and it prevents a lot of heartache for me and for the tenants, so they don't have these issues. So thank you for watching, and from our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., this is Dr. Ernesto. Thank you and goodbye.